In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to knit the honeycomb cable stitch. For materials, I have some worsted weight yarn here and also a set of US 8 5mm needles. You can use whatever yarn and needle size that you prefer. You'll also need some cable needles. So if you don't have cable needles like these, you can buy these usually at your local yarn or craft store. You can also use other items from your knitting bag. You may have a set of double pointed needles. You can use those, or even if you have a set of circular needles, especially if they're these small circumference circular needles like these, you can use those as well. You just need something to place those stitches on temporarily for the cabling. My only recommendation is that you use something that's the same diameter or smaller as the needles that you're using. That way you're not stretching the stitches as you're moving them back and forth. I'm going to be knitting in continental style, which means I'm holding my yarn in my left hand. The stitches that you'll need to know ahead of time are how to cast on and how to do a knit and purl stitch. When we get to those cable stitches, I will be showing you how to do them. So if you haven't done any cabling or have very little cabling experience, it's okay. I'm going to show you how to do those stitches as we find them in the pattern. Let's get started. For the cast on, we need multiples of 8. So what that means is any number times 8. I'm going to take 8 times 4, which gives me 32. It's going to give me a nice size swatch. I typically do a long tail cast on for my swatches. You can do whatever type of cast on that you prefer. So just to save some time in this video, if you'd like, go ahead and pause and cast on your stitches. And I'll meet you back here after your cast on is complete and we're ready for our first row. All right, my stitches are all cast on. It's time for the first row. This row is actually really simple. It is all knits. So from the first stitch to the last, we're just knitting all the way across. So if you like, go ahead and pause, continue to knit your row, and I'll meet you back here for the next row. All right, row number 2, which is the wrong side, is going to be all purl stitches. We're actually going to be doing purl stitches for each even number or wrong side row. So I'm just going to bring my yarn here to the front and purl all the way across. So if you like, continue on your purl row here, and I'll meet you back for the next row where we introduce our cable stitches. Row 3 is where we're going to do our first set of cables, and we're going to start with a C4B. This is also known as a 2/2 right cross, depending on what terminology you use. So just to quickly describe cables, when you're doing a C4B, means cable 4 back. So we're going to take the 4 stitches that are next in our sequence. We're going to split them in half. So we have sets of 2 and 2. We're going to take the first 2, place them on the cable needle, and move them to either the front or the back, depending on if it's a B or an F. So for this one, we're going to be moving these stitches to the back. This creates a right-leaning cable. So to help remember this stitch, I like to use the phrase, I'll be right back. So right-leaning cable, first 2 stitches are going to go in the back. I'm taking my cable needle here, and I'm placing those first 2 stitches one at a time over onto my cable needle. And then I'm going to just let those stitches go to the back. And then I'm going to take my working yarn and make sure it goes over the top of those stitches into the back here again. I'm going to knit the next 2 stitches off of my left needle. Okay, and now we need to knit the next 2 stitches off of our needle. Now, some people like to knit these stitches directly off the cable needle. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to show you how to transfer those back onto the needle though. I'm just going to bring everything forward, my working yarn and those 2 stitches. I'm going to bring these out here to the end and transfer them one by one back onto that left needle. now I'm going to bring my working yarn to the back again, and I'm going to knit those 2 stitches off my left needle. And you want to be really careful and not pull or twist them like this when you're knitting them. Just want to carefully move them over to your right needle. Okay, now we look at this stitch here when we're done. It's leaning to the right, so that is our C4B. The next cable stitch that we're going to do is a C4F. It's also called a 2/2 left cross. So we're going to take those next 4 stitches again and split them in half and take the first 2 and put them in the front this time, and that gives us a left leaning cable. So to help me remember this stitch, I like to use the phrase, I left it out front, which means you put your stitches in the front to give you a left leaning cable. So I'm going to take my 2 stitches onto my cable needle here, and I'm going to let them just sit out here in the front. Now I'm going to knit the next 2 stitches from off my left needle. Okay, now I need to place these 2 stitches back on my left needle. So I'm going to place them back on one at a time, being careful not to twist them. Bring this needle back around here to the front. Now I'm going to knit those 2 stitches from off my left needle, being careful once again not to pull them or stretch them too much. Okay, so now we have our left leaning or C4F cable stitch. For the remainder of row 3, you're going to repeat C4B, which is our cable for back, followed by C4F, which is our cable for front, all the way to the end of the row. So if you like, go ahead and pause, and I'll meet you back here for our next row. Row 4 is a wrong side row, so that means we're going to purl this row all the way across. So I'm just bringing my yarn here to the front, and I'm going to purl from the first stitch to the last. So I'll meet you back here for our next row. In row number 5, we're getting a little bit of a break from those cable stitches. This row is going to be knit all the way across. So go ahead and knit this row, and I'll meet you back here for the next. Row number 6 is another wrong side row, so we're going to be purling all the way across. So if you like, go ahead and continue your row. Next row will be our next set of cable stitches. Row number 7 is another cable row, and it's where we're going to kind of form the top part of those honeycomb stitches. And in order to do that, we need to kind of go the opposite direction of what we did in row number 3. So what that means is we're going to be doing the opposite stitches, the opposite cable stitches that we did in row number 3. So what that means is we're going to begin row number 7 with a C4F. I'm taking those first 2 stitches and placing them on my cable needle and letting them sit out here in the front. My working yarn is already in the back, so I'm going to knit my next 2 stitches from my left needle. Now I need to place my cable needle stitches back onto my left needle. I'm just pushing that up so I don't lose my stitches here. So I'm placing those back one at a time onto my left needle. Now I'm going to knit those 2 stitches off my left needle. And now you can see here that our cable is leaning to the left, and that is our C4F. Next is the C4B. So I'm going to take my first 2 stitches, place them on that cable needle. I'm going to bring it around to the back. I need to make sure that my working yarn goes around and over the top of those stitches. So you can see there that I'm working over the top of those stitches. I'm going to knit the next 2 from off of my left needle. Now I need to transfer those back on to my left needle. I'm just going to move everything in the front here. Placing each of those back onto my left needle. Bringing my yarn around back to the back again. Now I'm going to knit those 2 off the left needle. So now you can see here our little honeycomb shape is taking place, and the stitches that we just did are leaning off to the right, so that is our C4B. Then for the rest of this row, you're going to repeat C4F followed by C4B to the end of the row. Row number 8 is the last row in our pattern repeat, and this is a wrong side row, so we're going to purl all the way across. After the first set of our pattern repeat, rows 1 through 8, you can really start to see that honeycomb shape begin to form with our cables. So now you're just going to continue to repeat rows 1 through 8. I'm going to go ahead and do a few more here off camera, and I'll show you what our swatch looks like after I'm finished. And here is my swatch after 2 more repeats, so I have 24 rows here total. Now this is a stitch that does tend to get really tight because of all of those cable stitches, so I do recommend blocking it after you're finished. In fact, I just went over this swatch with a little bit of light steam so that you can see those cables more clearly. This stitch is very classic and simple. You may have seen it before on the front of cable panels on sweaters. You could also use it on scarves or shawls. It's just a very simple and beautiful pattern. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your knitting friends. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more knitting tutorials.